Hey, YouTube, how's it going? Welcome. My PC fans have been quiet as a mouse for the past hour, and I'm about to go record, and now they're kicking up again. Welcome to Isaac. It's been a couple of weeks. I can explain. We'll get there in a second. We're doing the daily, and I just want to do a nice little chill one because it has been a couple of weeks since I've recorded, so I need to get the old vocal tubes, I believe they call them. We don't need a lot. I don't think there's much going on there. We've got an Eve one, so it's probably not going to be very long. Welcome back to some Isaac. Happy Election Day, American friends. Or maybe not happy. Stressful. I hope everyone's doing alright. I love you all, and I'm here for you all. I hope it's going okay. And it's an interesting one. It's an interesting day as an outsider. I'm trying to keep track of things. I'm trying to follow along. I'm very confused. I will say, because actually, to be fair, I've had it clarified to me. It's pretty much the same as how we do it over here, so it makes sense now. I just saw a video on Twitter this morning of someone being like, "Oh, when they announced the results today," and then it was a screen, and it was like Biden and Trump on the screen, and then there was like a drum roll, and then it cut to a picture of a map of America, and it was all red, and everyone was cheering. And I was like, hey, first of all, they used a clip of us Englishmen celebrating Daniel Sturridge's 93rd minute injury time winner against Wales in the 2016 Euros. So first of all, keep us out of your propaganda garbage, because could you not find your own clips of your own people celebrating? Keep us out of that. That was a moment of wholesome, unfiltered, pure joy of us Brits celebrating what we love most, the football, and beating Wales. You keep us out of it. Find your own clips. But also, oh, I thought he was facing the other way. It threw me off, and I was like, oh shit, do they just like announce it all at once? Do they do like a drum roll, like it's, you know, American Idol or something, and the winner is. No, they don't. They do a state at a time. We do the same here. We have like 400 and something. Okay, that was just bad. 400 and something constituencies, and then they start counting as soon as voting closes, and then they just announce them one by one. The first hour is usually pretty quiet, and then you'll get one that'll trickle in. It's always very exciting. Then maybe like 15 minutes later, you'll get a second. And then you get to, I don't really want that. The end of like you're like an hour and a half in, and like 5 constituencies have been announced. And I remember last year it was like, oh, it's Labour are up 4-1, let's go, dude. Even though there's like 440 more constituencies still be counted, and you know that we're still gonna lose by about 150. But you're like, 4-1, let's go. And that's the thing about ours, is for some reason, I don't know, it's just the ones that happen. What am I doing? Why am I so bad? The ones that happen to kind of finish first is that for the first like 3, 4, 5 hours, it stays pretty neck and neck between Labour and the Conservatives. You know, I've been around for 2. Well, I've been around for more, but I've followed 2 elections. The last one I was able to vote in. The one before that I wasn't, because I was 17, so I was just short. I've been able to vote in it, but I still stayed up all night to watch it. And both times it was like we knew that the Tories were going to win it. So it was you know. But still, it stays pretty neck and neck for like the first few hours, 5 or 6 hours maybe. And then as you get into the wee hours of the morning, the Tories start to pull away. But those first few hours are always very exciting. When it's you know, a constituency every 5 minutes or so, and then they cut away to show them announce it, and you get really pogged up whenever it's Labour. So it's always very exciting. And then you know, as they start to come in thick and fast, and more of them are Tory, the country starts filling up blue, and you go, maybe next time, guys. Maybe next time. Maybe when Andy Burnham's in charge, even though he said he won't. We can pray. But yeah, no, it's you know, I've never really followed yours overly closely, because you know, it doesn't really get much coverage over here in the build up for sure, and then maybe we'll talk about it a little bit on the day. It doesn't really get much coverage here, so I don't really follow much, and especially last time I was kind of like following it a little bit, but not overly concerned. But now I'm in a position to where I'm like, you know, there's people in America who I care about very much and want the best for in life and in you know every possible circumstance. So I'm following around for my bebs and hoping for the best for y'all. I need to stop saying y'all. But yeah, so I'm praying. I'm hoping for you guys this year. I'm not gonna say where I think it's gonna go. But hopefully it goes okay. That said, let's talk about something else. How's everyone doing? So I uploaded for 2 weeks. This is a much. Yeah, let's change the topic to something a little bit more brighter, a little bit more cheery. So COVID. Yeah, I've been able to upload for a couple of weeks because my stepmom's workmates, without doxing too much of career stuff, tested positive, so she had to isolate. I couldn't record for 2 weeks, which obviously is like, I don't sound like I'm complaining that I couldn't record. That's fine. I'm just saying that's why I was unable to record, is because there was people in the house the past 2 weeks, and my sister was off school as well for the first week because one person in her year tested positive, so the entire year has to be off for 2 weeks. But they won't shut the schools. But if one child gets it the entire year, has to isolate. But they won't shut the schools though. For the first week and then the second week it was half term. So yeah, the past 2 weeks there's just been people home, like all day every day because of isolation purposes. So I was unable to record. So that's why that's why it's been a couple of weeks since there's been a daily dose of Isaac Baby. So now I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things. I think tomorrow I'll be doing some reaction stuff because I have a little bit of a backlog of the dono requests, which I feel a little bit bad about. And then also just because I need to get recording again is the other thing. But yeah, that's where I've been. I'm doing fine. Full nationwide lockdown begins on Thursday. That's very exciting. We have a month of complete lockdown. Manchester got put into tier 3, and no one knew what that meant. So did Liverpool and some other places, and they did such an awful job of explaining what the tier system actually means and what we need to do that they abandoned it after 2 weeks and just went in nationwide lockdown, which they definitely should have just done in the first place. But here we are. We're in it now. Well, we'll be in it in a couple of days. Oh, I got 2 hearts from that? What? How did that... What? I got 2 hearts? So, I fucking walked into the fucking fire, dude. I thought it was... It's been an uneventful couple of weeks for me. Fair bit of Genshin under the belt. Fair bit of Among Us under the belt. And then just been chilling. I've not even been playing that much Isaac, to be honest. I've probably only done like 3 or 4 dailies maybe in the past couple of weeks. So I've just been chilling. You know how it goes. Just been chilling. Excuse me, fly. And now I'm here to just pick up another Isaac dub. It's been a little while. Actually, we won the last recorded run, didn't I? So it's not been too long in terms of videos. And then didn't I win the one before that as well? Because that was also like 2 weeks before. And I just happened to be recording on good runs. Okay, so if I get enough money on the rest of the floor to get that spirit heart from the shop, I'll be doing that. But if I don't, that's fine. And I'll probably use the devil on the boss. Packed. Why am I... This is like the 3rd time this... Okay. This is not... I don't rate... I don't get mad at video games. It's not. I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it. I don't like to get mad at video games. If I'm playing... I've said this before. I think I've said this in an Isaac episode before. I'm playing a game and I start to get a little tilted. Dude, I'm out. I don't like to be mad at stuff. Like, anyway, especially not a video game, dude. I'm not gonna go on, you know, I'm not out here playing some, I don't know, playing some playing some Among Us and getting to Among Us isn't a good example. I was gonna say a BR, but I haven't played. I was gonna say Fortnite. Well, I was maybe not Fortnite, but then I was thinking like what BR is popular at the moment. But actually, to be fair, between Fall Guys and Among Us and Phasmophobia, I don't think there is like a reigning BR right now, right? I know obviously they're still going. People are still playing Warzone, but like the Warzone hypes, it was Warzone, right? But then now the Warzone hype I think has died down now. So I don't think there is a top reigning BR at the moment. But I'm not sat here playing Warzone. You know, if I'm playing, you know, I start to get a little bit annoyed at my deaths. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call it. So I don't like to rage at video games. I like to catch it before it happens. However, are you fucking serious? I'm a little there. I don't get mad. I don't. Multiplayer games. Sometimes it starts to happen. Maybe in Fall Guys when people are getting a bit grabby. Maybe I'll you know, if I start to get a little bit tilted, I tend to tap out when that moment comes, so that it doesn't. So I don't rage. I don't want to rage. Mr. Rager. Mr. Rager. Tell me where you're going. Tell me where you're heading. I'm off on the adventure. I don't like to rage, so I tend to tap out. However, 1 cent short, really? That's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, it's over the best. Make it more. Okay, you've got to be. This is just peak dial, 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 peak dial. Dude, Crow, go and get him. Fucking hell, man. Ah! Right, we move. We're just about still there. I'm not a big Eve fan. I'm gonna be honest. Not a big Eve fan. Flooded friggin' caves, dude. Love to see it. It tends to only happen. I don't even really get mad at single player games too much, but then it's more than multiplayer games. But I don't play a ton of multiplayer games anymore. Probably Among Us is. I've been playing Among Us a lot recently. But then other than that, I guess Fall Guys was the last multiplayer game I played, and I haven't played that for like 3 months now. 2 months, something like 2 or 3 months, probably about 3 months. I don't tend to play that many multiplayer games as of late, to be honest. And Among Us doesn't count because in terms of rage, because Among Us, I don't play Among Us by myself. I've never played it. I don't play it with randoms. I did one time, like right back when I first got it. To kind of test it. Ice cream van, by the way. To test it out before I did play with friends, and it was not really fun. And I don't really... If I'm with friends and then we fill with randoms, I'm fine. But going into a room that's just me, 9 randoms, I think I'd just kind of feel awkward, and I don't really know. I don't think I'd enjoy playing as much. I'd probably only talk to, like, say, "Oh, I was in electrical." You know what I mean? Like, I'd feel it's not quite the same. One friend in there with me at least, and I'm fine. But I think if I tried to play full randoms, I probably wouldn't enjoy it too much. So I only play Among Us when I've got at least one friend with me. But usually there's at least 2 or 3 or 4, or at least like 2 more, and then depends who's available. In which case, I'm not going to be raging because I'm playing. If I'm playing with friends, I don't know what it is. I can't get mad. I'm having it's a fun time. I'm going on COD, and I'm just like playing some COD. I'm getting killed a lot, getting spawn traps. That's potential for rage. If I'm by myself, there's rage potentiality. Playing Fall Guys by myself and I'm getting grabbed by randos, there's rage potentiality there. I like the health, but I'm not very quick though. And also we have nothing that's giving us damage. Common Cold's helping a little bit, but I'm like, do I risk it for a little bit of damage? Or do we just tank it and have low health? Man, it's going to be a long run. But yeah, Among Us, I only play with friends, and if I'm playing with friends, I don't really tend to rage because I'm just having a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a bad time. You know, I haven't had a good time in a long time. I'm way up. I feel blessed. Oh, it doesn't even fill. You don't even get full hearts. That's lame. What's going on in here? Let's have a little look. Yeah, I don't really enjoy playing with my friends. I have a good time. I have a good time. Maybe the fuck is that? Oh, thank you. Let's take the red thing. Let's take the red thing. A little bit extra damage for us. Just a little bit extra damage for us. I like red candle. I don't get it very often, so I'll take it. I'll take a little bit. It's something a little bit different. I feel like this is an all right run to run with it on, because it's been yeah, damage isn't great. Damage isn't great. Okay, let's do a little bit do a little bit of dodging and weaving here. Yeah, Among Us is a great time though. It's funny because like I remember when it was popping off, and I was just like I wasn't watching anyone. I'm not really into it. And even now, I love the game. I don't watch people play it. I just I know it's like super popular on Twitch and stuff, and all the streamers and gaming YouTubers and stuff are all playing it, but I just don't really. The appeal isn't really there for me to watch someone else play it. I don't think it's to me personally. It's just not really one of those. It's just one of those games that is definitely infinitely more fun to play than it is to watch. So I don't really yeah, I don't really watch people play it. It's not really as entertaining. I reckon I probably would have liked it if they did it on the NLSS, because Project Winter on the NLSS was always great. Obviously with NL having the baby, they only did it the one time, so it didn't really happen. So yeah, I'm not really I just said I wanted to do a red candle run, but I also like the idea of getting 2 free items. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna keep this. We'll get some items. Blow all these up. Try and not blow the angel up because he's gonna kick my ass. Actually, yeah, I'm happy with these two. I'm not gonna risk blowing the angel up. Let's go with full clear. May as well. Yeah. So even now, I love Among Us. Not really into watching people play it. But yeah, when it was first hyping up, I was just like, yeah, I get it, because I got Project Winter, and it's like a more accessible version of Project Winter. Although Project Winter is still freaking great, I still would love to play that at some point. Although it might be a pain because I don't know if it's on Mac, which is a key factor when it comes to our group. But yeah, so I got why people were liking Among Us, because I wasn't playing it. I was like, you know, it's whatever. I play it once. As soon as I played it, and now here I am. I've got like 50 hours in it. I've got like 45 hours on Steam, I think, and then I played a pretty lengthy session on mobile one night. I was like, man, this is where did the time go on that one? What a great game! What a fun little. Is it just a great game? I had a great time with it. But it doesn't make me mad, and I'm glad. It's a good one. I don't rage at that one. Maybe I potentially make some other people not rage, but maybe a little, a little annoyed. Maybe I can cough cough, Maria. I'm sorry again. My apologies for multiple things, to be honest. Okay, we just gotta take this slowly. But that's a great time. That's a great time. Genshin's a good time. Played Phasmo. I'm trying to talk about games, you know, because this is a gaming channel. I'm trying to talk about video games a little bit. I don't know. Let me know if anyone watching likes video game. Hey, leave a like if you like gaming. If you're a gamer and you like playing games. Hey, that's me, dude. He's talking about me. Okay, come on, really? You gonna do me like that? I'm gonna do myself like that? Played Phasmo. Brilliant time. I was holding left and he just stopped walking. Okay, that damage wasn't on me because I was holding left and she just stopped. That was good. Again, was good. That one was interesting because I saw I wasn't really bothered by it. I think the moral of the story is I'm not really bothered by watching any streamers play any game. I just watch. If it gets played on the NLSS, then I've seen streamers play it. If not, I've probably not watched anyone. I probably don't care because I don't really watch a lot of gaming content, to be honest with you. Like outside of NL, I don't think there's any gamers I watch on the regular. No one's coming to mind. I don't really watch Twitch. I used to joke about, oh, I watch e-girls all day. But I never really actually did that much. To be completely honest, I don't know if that kills the magic of the joke. But I don't really use Twitch beyond Josh and NL. I watch NL streams, and then I watch Josh's streams, and then I watch like NL videos sometimes, and I watch Josh videos sometimes. I don't really, yeah, to be completely honest. Just don't know what the cup is, so I'll take the sword. To be completely honest, it's basically NL and Josh. I don't really watch any gaming content outside of that. So in terms of like, you know, if a game's being pogged up, have I played it? If they played it on the NL, or have I seen it? If they've played it on the NLSS, I've probably seen it. If they haven't, I've probably not seen it. Phasmo, it took a little while before they got around to playing it on the NLSS. So I hadn't looked at it for a while until, and I didn't think Josh was gonna play a game on a spooky game on Halloween, which obviously initially he wasn't. So then when he said he was maybe going to play Phasmo, I was like, okay, I'll have a little look to see what he's in store for. And I watched one group of streamers play it, because I just went on Twitch, and I think I was just going to like find a random stream, but then someone in my following list was already playing it. And then they were playing it with a group of people. I didn't know any of the other people. I didn't even know the streamer I was following that well, to be honest. I don't know when I came to be following them. But they were playing it, and I watched for like half an hour or so. Or I had it on for half an hour or so. When I was watching them, they were they took it super seriously. They were really invested in it. You know, they did it, had all the like hard settings and were like really took it super seriously, right? And they were like shitting themselves every time something scary happened. They were really, they were really invested in it, so it was like really spooky. And I was watching it, and I was like, oh, dude, Josh is gonna hate every second of this. Then later that week, they played it on the NLSS, and NL being NL didn't take it seriously in the slightest. Was just taking the piss the whole time, cracking jokes the whole time, embracing the jank. And it was not scary like for a second. I don't think there was a single like scary moment the whole stream. So I was like, okay, that's the secret. And this is gonna sound very don't be scared, forehead. Well, the secret I do think is to just not take it seriously, and you won't be scared. And I think Josh's stream, he found the right balance. In that he had a bit of a laugh and a joke and a fun time. I didn't. Hello? I didn't. That wasn't me. I didn't pause there. And there was some hilarious moments. There was a good time. There was a goof and a gaff, and it was a little less scary. But also, he led into the scariness enough that there were still scary moments. I think our boy Joshua found the right balance, and it was a pretty good stream. It had its scary moments and it had its funny moments, and it was I think it worked out quite well in that it was. The scary moments were there, and the jump scare moments were there. Which is what I know a lot of people wanted to see from Josh, is him being scared. Those moments happened, but then also it wasn't like we still had a fun enough time that he didn't just hate it as well. So that was cool. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad the balance was found, that everyone was able to have a good time, a damn good time. So that's nice. This run is just taking a long time. What are we on? Depths 1? Hey, Zeus. Well, if anyone in America wanted your distraction from election night, here you go. The wafer's pretty good. I'm just going to make the run last longer. Wafer's alright. Ghost Baby. I mean, it's some more damage, I guess. Oh, this run's taking so long. I need to get a shower. I need to feed the cats in about an hour. A little bit of a rhyme for you. Should we just go in and do the boss? We've been in the item room. I will full clear, but... Oh, God. Not dingles. I had a run the other week that didn't go very far because I was really slow. And I had a double dingle fight, and they just, like, ran me over. Like, they literally... It must have lasted, like, less than 10 seconds. They just charged me over and over and over again, and I just couldn't dodge any time because I was that slow. What's my speed now? 1.18? It must have been, like, 0.5 or something. And I was just, like, physically unable to dodge. Fucking hell, man. That was bad. That was a bad hit. Okay, no deal of any description. It's okay. It was unlikely. It was only a 50% chance. Oh, there's Champions League football tonight, isn't there? That's exciting. I forgot that's going on. It's Tuesday. So, don't know what are the highlight games this week. The blockbuster games. I ain't even looked yet. I know on Thursday Spurs have our second trip to Bulgaria of the season. who would have seen 2 trips to Bulgaria coming in one season? Let alone this early on, and we've already been twice. To play Ludogorets, which should be interesting. We've already beat Lokomotiv Plovdiv this season, who are currently top of the table in the Bulgarian league. I believe Ludogorets are second. So we go to Bulgaria on Thursday to play Ludogorets. And then on Sunday we have West Bromwich Albion. Spurs, by the way, third right now. We were second until last night. And Leicester won. So it was very exciting being second for a day. That was pretty cool. Third right now. Should be first if we weren't robbed twice. Or robbed once, capitulated once. You know how it be. It's okay. I love a good choker. Got my Spurs, got Chargers this year. What was it, 9 of our 11 losses last year by 1 score or less? And I thought that was as bad as the season could be. Yeah, how about 4 of 5 of our losses this year so far being by 1 score or less already? And all 4 of them coming from leading by 16 or more points and still losing. We led by 21 and we lost in the last second by 1 point. Love my Chargers. Oh, my phone's lighting up. Snapchat? What the fuck? What year is it? Person recently added to their stories. Dude, good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Also got messages? Okay, I'll read those after. We can be professional. Why are you laughing? This is your job. It isn't, thank God. I was thinking about this the other day. I was wondering, I was like, would I do YouTube as a job? Yes. Obviously. But then I was thinking about it. Because I've always said that if I ever reached like a certain point where I was big enough that I wouldn't be able to do it anymore. And I always thought like if I ever got to, and it's weird because I've always said if I ever got to like 1 million subs, I'd probably quit. Fucking hell, man. I'm sick of it. If I ever got to like 1 million subs, I'd probably quit. But then I don't know if that's true because like in my head I'm like, okay, if I compare myself to now, and I'm like, if like I'm in the situation I'm in now, I have like 3.6k. If I suddenly had American subs, it's because I was just reading a message from an American friend about the election. If I suddenly, I believe I probably have a couple of American subs knocking about somewhere in that 3,500. Probably a couple of them are American. If I suddenly got 1 million subs, I'd probably want to quit. But then I was thinking about it. Would I quit if I hit 1 million? Because if I was like still going at like 950k, 960k, 970k, 980k, and then I hit 1 million, would I suddenly be like, oh shit, now it's too big? Like 990,000 was fine, but 1 million's too much. You know what I mean? So maybe I wouldn't. And also, but I've invested all that time in it. I've built a number to be proud of. It's the same thing with Josh's channel points. He's got that Just Simming award. But I've been saving these points for so long. When I reached the point if I ever finally get to 1 million, and bearing in mind, I've been saving for an entire year, and I'm a quarter of the way there. I don't know if he's still going to have that reward 3 years from now. But that's the thing, is if I get to 1 million points, I don't think I'm redeeming it for The Sims. I'm like 4 years, or like maybe 3 years. Maybe, I don't know. It depends how long it takes. But like multiple years worth of saving, I'm not gonna be able to, you know, give up those points easily. I don't know if I want The Sims that bad. You know what I mean? Don't tell Josh though. I mean, I may as well. But yeah, so it's like I don't know if I would just quit, but I have always said that if I ever got to a certain point, like I don't want to be famous. I don't want to have like fans or anything. But I've been thinking about it more recently because of I had this account follow me on TikTok. That was oh, I have a little horn. I was trying to kill him. I was trying to kill him. He's my guy. It was called Yeti ..hype 0, and they only followed me, and then the bio was Yeti hype equals, and then Yeti space hype, as if it's my government name, equals, and a bunch of crown emojis, and I saw it and went, oh, NSL, what are you like? It turns out it wasn't NSL, so I blocked it immediately. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, that's whatever. It's a bit of a joke. I don't know who's doing the joke. I don't know if it's like a funny joke or if it's like a troll or whatever. Either way, hate it. But then I was thinking about like, okay, it's obviously just a bit of a joke, especially because like Yeti hype. When did I last even upload to that? When have I done? I checked, and it's been nearly 10 months since I even existed as Yeti. Okay, I know my Twitter username's Yeti hype. I know my Twitch username's Yeti hype, but I don't like that's not. I don't really care about. I'm a little bit I'm a little bit over it. I've moved past it a little bit. And I think even fucking hell. I think even like people start to realize like on Yetiness, people don't call me Yeti, people call me Reese, partly because of my demographic and partly because of it's like Yetiness is just like the name of the channel, I guess, and it's I don't even know which one of these I want, but I don't really associate with it too much. I think friends have started to realize as well. I appreciate. I know Maria in particular has been making an effort to, outside of Twitch chat, to call me Reese and not Yeti, because you know I don't really care too much for that stuff anymore, and it's fine. I'm not really. I've been Yeti for like 6 years now, and people know me as Yeti and stuff, so I'm fine either way. Whatever, you know, it is what it is. But also, yeah, I don't really identify with it that much, I guess, or no, I do. I mean, it's my username, and I'm never gonna, you know, it's gonna be my username, and I still like it. It's not like I don't like the name. I still like. I'm happy with it, and blah blah blah. It is what it is. And online, I'm sure I'm happy to be Yeti. But for the most part, I don't really care too much for it anymore. Which is why I'm like, it's just like a light-hearted troll, because if it was someone who was actually a fan, they'd probably not be like, hey, I love Yeti hype. Because I am Yeti hype, and I don't care for Yeti hype. So, you know, I don't think they'd probably call it something else. But it got me thinking, though, and I was like, man, if this was, in my head, this is just like a troll or whatever. So that's fine. And it's blocked now anyway. I didn't block it because it was a troll. I blocked it because, what if it was real? I hate that. But yeah, and I was thinking about it, and even like the slight, whatever that weird little TikTok account was, the slight possibility of like a Yeti hype fan account existing just made me feel so fucking weird. And it got me thinking, and I was like, man, like I hope it is just a little troll and this doesn't start becoming a thing, because like, I'm out, dude. This is not for me. I don't want fans. I don't want that kind of attention. And I've always said, like, I don't really like attention, but then it's like kind of not hypocritical, but it's a bit ironic because like I'm a YouTuber, and obviously I want people to watch my videos. I don't upload them for no one to watch them. You know what I mean? So it's not like I don't want any attention, but like kind of focused attention or direct specific attention. It's why I don't like my birthday, because I don't like having like direct attention on like me specifically, if that makes sense. It just makes me feel, I don't know, it's just a little bit like weird to me. I'm not used to it, and it's just, yeah, I don't know, it's a little odd to me. Compliments and stuff are always a little weird as well, because it's another thing I'm kind of like not used to or whatever. I don't mind compliments, and that's the thing that why Yetiness is so good, is because most of the comments are not about me, right? They're about the content in the video, you know, the music I'm reacting to. It's kind of the focal point of the video, not me. So that's what they, whatever, I don't care. So that's what most of the comments about, so that's always been a nice thing. And I'll get comments about, I get comments, and I genuinely like really appreciate the, I get like compliments and stuff, and when people say nice things, it does, like, it makes my day when I get like a nice compliment in the comments. So I'm not saying like I don't want those, but it still is a little bit like, if the stuff that's about like me directly, it still kind of, it always feels a little bit weird. It's that kind of direct attention or focused attention or whatever. So I don't mind the idea of people like watching my videos and, you know, not deeping it too much, just like passively or whatever, or even liking them. Okay, obviously, okay, people like, obviously I wouldn't not want people to like my video. I'm okay with people watching my videos and being cool with it and blah blah blah. It's a bit of a weird topic, and I don't think even I fully know how I feel about this stuff, which is why this is a bit chaotic. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. But yeah, I don't mind people watching my videos, or the thought of people watching my videos, because obviously I wouldn't put them up if I felt differently. But then the idea of someone like being a fan of me, I think that's where kind of the line gets a bit weird, because I'm a bit like, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a little. Why are you? I mean, why would you anyway? I don't really like. There's so many better, like, I mean, obviously you can be a fan of more than one person, but like, why? There's so many better people you could be directing you're spending your time on, like, not like me. I don't really get it anyway. But then I'm also like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to ever reach a point where I have fans, and I don't just want to sound like, oh, he's so indie. Oh, if I ever reach a point where I have fans, I'm quitting. You know, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to be like that about it. It's very, I mean, it kind of suits the aesthetic, I guess. I listen to a lot of indie music, and I don't know, wear Vans. You know, it is what it is. I guess some elements are there, but that's not my intention to kind of for it to come across that way. It's more just as a case of, I don't know, my own comfort, I guess. But yeah, but I mean, it surprises me that people even, look, if I really deep it, it surprises me even a little bit that people enjoy my videos. And I don't even want to see. This is where the line. I don't even know if I want to go into this sort of topic, because I feel like it's always like a little bit of a weird line of being like, hey, let's get a little bit candid, let's get, you know, a little bit inside baseball, share some thoughts, but then where the line between it being interesting versus saying enough to where it just sounds like sandbagging, I guess, or you know, when people like are really down on themselves, compliment fishing or whatever, and as we've just established, I don't say compliments, right? Okay, no, I like compliments, and if anyone compliments me ever on anything, I'm probably going to remember it for the rest of my life. but I still am like, I always feel really awkward taking compliments. But yeah, so I don't want to sit here and be like, man, I suck. And then people be like, no, you don't suck. Like, nah, dude, I just think I really suck. No, you're really great. Oh, you don't have to say that. But go on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to turn into that sort of situation. But to be candid, I have always been like, it was always probably my biggest like worry with videos, is being like, I believe that I have a bit of an abrasive personality. I think I'm very Marmite. My personality is, and not just from the way I think, but also from like knowing people and like whenever I meet new people in life, how it tends to go. It tends to be, I think, is that people either like, I'll try and like anyone, I'll try and be friendly with anyone, I'll try and get on with anyone. You know, I'm selectively social. I can be good socially, but then sometimes I also can be really like anxious socially. Group stuff I can be weird with, and so I used to have pretty bad social anxiety. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be because I had 6 months of therapy for it, amongst other things. But so obviously it's nowhere near as bad as I used to be because that's kind of what the therapy's for. But I still can sometimes be a bit crap socially, but then sometimes I can be, you know, I try. It's a little bit of 50-50. It depends on the people, the situation, etc., etc. That said, I tend to be able to, like, I'll make an effort with anyone. I tend to be able to vibe with anyone if I try, you know. So from my end, it's never really too big of a deal, but then, or too big of an issue. But then sometimes I do feel like, I feel like from the other person's perspective, it tends to be quite 50-50. In that people tend to either kind of be with it and kind of like me and it's all good, or people just find me really annoying straight away, and then they're just probably never gonna match personality wise, and that's fine too. I do tend to think I have quite a bit of an abrasive personality, a bit of a it just can be a lot. I know I can be annoying, and I'm conscious of it all the time, because even like, especially with new people, but even with like my friends who are my friends, so in theory like me, I still constantly worry that everyone's just actually being nice. So sometimes I'll kind of not talk as much, or I'll keep out of things a little bit, or, you know, to not be too much, I guess. So with YouTube, it's definitely one of those where it's like, you know, sometimes people get mad, sometimes people don't like the video, sometimes people drop dislikes. Yeah, in particular, and this definitely was not part of the reason, but probably didn't help in why I kind of lost interest in Yeti Hype, is because like basically every video on Yeti Hype gets like 10 dislikes on it, and it's just like, I can't be bothered with it, man. I don't care too much, and they help the video, but like, I'm just playing games. You know what I mean? And I get it. And this is why I brought it up, is because like those dislikes, because they're people that need a hobby, but those dislikes are people that are like watching my videos and are like, hey, this guy's annoying, and I get it, and I'm not mad about it because it's true. Now, what I am mad about is I'm a little bit like, okay, that's fine. However, if you think I'm annoying and annoying enough to dislike the videos, just don't watch the videos. Stop clicking on him would be what I would say. I had someone really angry in the comments of a Yeti in this video, and I argued back with them a little bit, just because they left a comment when I was in not a great mood. So I went, all right, let me get some anger out of my system. Not anger, but like, you know, I was just not in a great mood. So I was like, all right, yeah, let me be my punching bag. So we argued back and forth, and then like a month later, they commented again on the same video, being angry again, and I was like, hey, and because they kept saying about, like, they were calling me stupid, and then I was like, and they were like, me and my friends are so much smarter than you. I'll never understand this generation. They're all idiots. And so when they came back, and I was like, hey, I thought about how much you talk about how smart you are, you'd be astute enough to not come back to a video that's pissing you off a month later. I worded it a little bit more elegantly, and then they replied and were like, I didn't realise I'd seen it. YouTube keeps trying to make me watch it. That's YouTube for you. And I was like, yep, again, maybe if you're a little bit wiser, you'd realise that if YouTube recommends a video to you and you click on it and watch it and interact with it and leave a comment on it, it's probably going to keep trying to make you watch my videos, because that's how that works. But yeah, but I've always been like, okay, I get it, and that's why I'm like, I kind of get stuck in this weird zone of being like I'll do a video and like, I like the content I put out, or I wouldn't put it out. You know, if it's a Yeti Hype video and I put it up, I'm usually like, that was pretty funny. you know, like there's plenty of videos, and there are some videos that I'm not as proud of, I'll be honest. But there are genuinely like plenty of videos on Yeti Hype on that YouTube channel that I'm like actually like proud of, and that I like, and think are like funny, or that you know, that I'm proud of or whatever. But then I'm like, you know, I get a bit annoyed. But then obviously, you know, Yetiness and stuff. I obviously like the videos I put out, or I wouldn't put them out, right? But I do get. But then but I do get it. I get that. I feel it's the same as sort of in person. I get people watching my videos and immediately are just like, man, this guy's really annoying. Because I am somewhere in that sort of middle ground. I think I think it goes either way. I think I just have one of those personalities that is. I think I have an annoying personality, and it's fine. You know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna change necessarily. It's kind of just something I'm like, you know, accepted, I guess. But I'm gonna take both of these hearts. Actually, I have enough bombs. Also, I took 2 hits on this room. I don't know. See, now my problem is I've just had this whole discussion that's gone like kind of deep, and I can't remember what my original point was. So now I'm like, I don't remember. I don't know how to end. I don't know how to transition from this bit of conversation because I can't remember where I was trying to take it. This room kind of lame. This room kind of lame. Okay, we got 1. Okay, this room kind of lame. But yeah, so it's it is what it is. It is what it is. And you know, I always try and be like, because that's the other thing. Actually, never mind. That's unrelated. We don't need to go into that as well. We don't need to go into that as well. We can. That's fine. But yeah, I always try and be wary of that, and be like not too much to if there's new people. Or if I'm trying to like, you know, if I'm trying to, even with my friends sometimes, I'll try and not always be too much, or I try and read the room. Sometimes I'll try and, you know, I try my best. Because at least if it's someone, if it's someone I don't really, if it's someone new or it's someone random or it's whatever and they don't like me, that's fine. That's the way the world goes. Everyone, you know, no one is liked by everyone. Even Harry Kane has doubters or haters. Even, you know, did you guys see those ESPN commentators that didn't realise they were on air and spent 30 seconds making fun of Harry Kane's speech impediment live on air? Yeah, fuck those guys. But yeah, like no one's gonna be like liked by everyone. It's just the way the world is. So that's fine, but my main concern, and that always has been and always will be, is like, actually, to be fair, when I was younger, I did worry about everyone else too much. I worried about what people thought about me, and wanting everyone to like me, or wanting as many people as possible to like me, and not liking it, and being like, it wasn't that I wanted people to like me necessarily, but it was more like when people didn't like me, it was like, would make me self-conscious about myself, like why don't they like me, and like what am I doing wrong and stuff. I know why now. It's because I'm annoying. It's because I'm a pain in the ass, and that's fine. But now I'm like, okay, I don't really care what people think, or care what people like me. If they do, that's cool. If they don't, c'est la vie. My biggest thing is always just my friends now. I don't ever want to annoy my friends, or, you know, I don't want, you know, impose on them, or, you know, kind of. I don't want to annoy people. And then it's always that like it's awkward because like I definitely get FOMO. I'd say I'd definitely say I'm not great for FOMO. So I'm one of those people where if a friend group's doing something, I'm always gonna say yes. If a friend messages and is like, "Hey, night out soon," or "Hey, I'm having a party. Do you want to come?" I'm always gonna say yes. I've said this that I have one friend who is like the guy in the extended group he's like the organizing always falls to him, which is funny. He's not even. I feel like did I say this was I talking about him in a previous episode? I feel like I've spoken about this already. But he's not actually a great organizer. He's just kind of a good people guy, and people tend to say yes to him when he asks them if they want to. That rocket just fucking miss. And he knows, and I've said this to him before. He don't even got to ask. If he asks, I'm saying yes. If my boy, I won't dox, but if he slides in the DMs and says poses a night out, he knows I'm going to say yes, right? Every time. And I'm the same even online, even with my online friends. If someone goes in the group chat and is like Among Us later, I'm always going to say yes. Just because that's kind of what I like. I like being in. I don't know if it's like a FOMO thing. It is a FOMO. I do get FOMO. I don't even like missing Josh's streams because I get FOMs. I get stream FOMO. I don't like it. I definitely get FOMO, right? For sure. So I'm always like, if something's happening and I'm like invited to something, I'm probably always going to say yes because I'm going to feel like I'm missing out if I don't. But then that's why it creates this awkward dilemma of being like, if it's like an open-ended invitation, 100% of the time it's a dilemma for me because I sit there and I'm like, okay, it's open. It's open in terms of the fact that it's not like, hey, Reese, do you want to do this? If it's a group situation, if it's a group chat of some sort, and people are like, hey, night out in the group chat, or hey, Among Us in the group chat, it's like an open-ended invitation. Those are the ones 100% of the time. I sit there and I'm like, in my head, yes, I want to do that. Yes, please. I would love to hang out with my friends, and I always want to hang out with my friends at every available opportunity, because I love them. But it always becomes that like little dilemma of being like, I don't want to be, you know, someone says it and then I'm immediately like, yes please, and then people being like, not this guy, you know, or being like, why did he have to be the one to say yes? I was low-key hoping he was busy, or, you know what I mean? And it's, so I try and, in that situation, especially, you know, I try and at least wait for someone else to say yes first, so that the person asking doesn't think that they're going to get stuck with just me. So they at least know they're clear with, there will at least be someone else in there. I'm just going to focus on dodging here because I believe the laser will help me. Okay, I'm going too fast. Okay, maybe don't focus on dodging because the laser is not helping me that much. Oh, the laser isn't helping me at all. It was a little horn. So yeah, definitely it creates this. That's probably like one of the worst reoccurring, unnecessary dilemmas in my life, is wanting to be involved in everything, but also not wanting to be a burden on my friends, because then I can't. Because every time I'm invited to anything, immediately it's this like good versus evil debate in my head of absolutely wanting to say yes, but not wanting to because of not wanting to impose. I'm only bringing it up now because I was thinking about it last night. So I guess it's still in my mind, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Life do be tricky like that. Also, because I don't really have any other topics. So, I mean, I have other topics. Saw a mate on the weekend, and we talked about funerals for a bit. I could talk about funerals. You guys want to talk about funerals? Okay, just stay still. We're not going to win this run, by the way. This is probably... See, we don't really need another topic, because it's about to end. Although... Unless... No, we're probably going to... We're probably due a death soon here. Although I'm surprised, I'm happy we made it to as far as Shoal, because we still have, obviously now I've got Whore of Babylon, but we still had base damage. We still have base damage, so you know, I don't mind it. I think this is okay progress, especially considering last night was actually a pretty good run, and I got only like 14,000 just because I kept taking stupid damage. So considering this run was kind of not great, I will Looks like we're going to end around 18,000 or so. I'll take that. I don't mind that. Obviously, it's not a particularly good score, but at least, like, for me, we take our victories. Fuck! I fucked that up royally. What's your guys' thoughts on the royal wedding? Apparently you guys watch it on TV over there. I found out the other day, or some people do. Which is insane to me. I didn't even know it was on TV. So, it surprises me that, I don't know, apparently people watch it over there. And Spink was surprised when I didn't know the name of the cellist that played at the royal wedding. Even if I watched it, why would I know the name of the cellist? Yeah, and then she was like, oh yeah, we watch it over here. I was like, okay. The more you know. The more you know. Just riding this one out. It's at the end of the song where you sort of you're just kind of playing the music to see the song out. It's starting to fade out a little bit. Just waiting for the fade to finish. We're at the end now. We're at the end now. Any moment now, one of these guys will crash into me and I'll die. Or not. Ah, there you go. So, that's gonna do it. Dude, sorry it's almost so long. 56 minutes. Hey, Zeus. 56 minutes and I didn't even fucking beat it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Just doing a little bit of stretch. Leaderboards, where are we at? I'm gonna go have a shower and then feed my cats. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's my score, in case anyone was wondering. That was my score yesterday, in case anyone was wondering. I didn't get 13,000. I lied. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next episode. Later, guys.